Season's greetings. It's time for this. You know, I mean, the video is labeled and everything. You know why you're here. I know why you're here. Let's see if I can get an opponent here. Hey, look at that. Everything is aligned. The sky opens up. An opponent falls out. And I get to go first. So I'm going to take Sun Wukong. So, since this is early in the video, here's where I like to ask you about your holiday season. What's going on with you in game, out of game? Who's doing the Blizzard Heroes Path? I haven't done much of it. I'm thinking of maybe getting at least the 3-star because I did do enough to achieve most of the champion. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish him. I got 50 fragments left to get. I think I'm not sure. I kind of want to try the bomb team, but that kind of bars it. Let's just go with maybe we'll go with these two. That looks right. So they got Mithrala. Yeah, this is not a good opportunity for a bomb team anymore, so I'm glad I didn't try to commit to that. Maybe I want to get rid of Ragash. Maybe I want to get rid of Pythion too. So we could try for a strip heavy team. Maybe this makes sense. Maybe this is the way to go. Mithrala is actually going to be kind of a challenge if I want to be a strip heavy team, come to think of it. I don't know. This is what I'm committing to. I got that, I got the faction-specific quests for Fire Knight and Ice Golem. And the Fire Knight one was actually Skinwalkers. And it occurs to me, I have lots of great Skinwalkers. This guy could be really rough. Do I want to deal with him? Do I want to just get rid of him? I think we both got the same idea. We're both just going to clear away one another's revivers. So do I get the speed lead? I think I might be fast enough to go first. Which may not help as much because Mithrala might just come in and cancel out whatever I'm setting up. I could go for an ally attack. That might be the way to do it. Go for an ally attack. Try to take out the Rat King first. But Skinwalkers has a lot of really good legendaries for dealing. Oh, yeah, the ally attack is not going to work so well. Okay. So we'll metamorph. I'm going to try to clear this stuff off. If we can clear any of it off, then that's what we go for. So I could strip these buffs off. They're going to kind of go right back on, though. I guess it can't be helped. And you know what? You know what? I might be able to take out a couple of them now. So unfortunately, she's got time for her cleanse now. That's just what you get. Maybe I can strip this stuff back off again. Wow, there are a lot of bombs on my poor Uko. He is going down. Oof. I think we're toast. So, good game, dude. Good game, Owl Man. Or Owl Woman. I think the owl is a woman. Guess I should have negated that bomber. Anyway, keep interrupting myself. Skinwalkers. Great for Fire Knight. Who am I using? I think I'm using Razzlevarg. Um, Mighty Uko. And he doesn't have a triple hitter or anything. He's just a really good lead for dealing with the waves. He does have a double hitter on his A2, but Razzlevarg has a triple hitting A1. I got a Kempton, who's got triple hits on all of his moves, so he's great. I have the Rat King, who's got a free turn plus a triple hitter on his A1, so that's basically 4 hits every now and again. And I think Leorius is my last one. He's just got a double hitter on his A1 and hits like a truck. So, great faction. Um, Often when I see those quests, nobody else wants to take them, so I can usually depend on those to still be up when I am, because the quest reset is often 4 in the morning for me. So it's actually not rare that I get first pick. I frequently do just because I don't sleep well anymore, and I think this game might have a little something to do with it. I tend to wake up in the middle of the night and then just check how things are going in this game. I think it's getting to be a problem. I try to ignore it. I try to just shut my phone off, put it next to my bed, promise myself a good night's sleep, promise myself I'm not gonna let this game interfere with that. He's taking Rotos. So maybe I'll go for Fenax. And Candy? Does that seem right? Or do I want, you know what? You know what? I want Pythion. I think this is how I want to handle it. And I'll probably just cancel Rotos. Oof. Which means I'm dealing with Ragash. But we'll deal. So I'll take the speed. Unless I want the resist. I think I'll go for the speed. Anyway, I kind of like the faction-specific quests because I've cleared faction wars. That means I have a solid team for every faction. Although Fire Knight still needs specific things, so getting through faction wars is different from getting through Fire Knight with same faction. The Ice Golem quest that I got this week, Sylvan Watchers. And my Sylvan Watchers team is maybe the slowest one on my account. Takes 10 minutes to get through the Ice Golem, so I just kind of left it running overnight. Cleared it overnight. Wasn't so bad, I guess. And given that we're doing Dungeon Divers right now, it doesn't bother me doing a lot of dungeons. Yeah. I want block debuffs up. Wow, that hits hard. Especially when he's got the increased defense up. So there's great synergy here between these two champs. Holy crap. Okay, so let's try to get Fenax up again. Maybe one of these days he'll even get a turn. Okay, well let's get my poor Sun Wukong behind a veil, which is promptly removed. Hey, but he didn't go to sleep. Interesting. Well, there's no cleanser on the team, so this could be a good thing. Maybe I'll try to keep the pressure on her. I want to do my best to keep increase attack. Oh, for gosh. He just hits so hard when it's up. Holy crap. So let's try to keep Siffy from sleeping my champs. It's not really any stopping Kymar. Yikes. Maybe I need to put more refresh accessories on these guys. I feel like I just never get the opportunity to keep my guys standing. Gotta stay standing, guys. It's job one. Or maybe I just need more damage reduction on the team. But between Duchess and Pythion, we already have a hell of a lot. Yeah, I think Siffy is still my #1 most wanted Void Legendary. If I had her, I'd probably bring her out with almost every combo. I'd bring her out with Rhodos, that's an obvious combo. I'd bring her out with... Do we... I don't even want to bother yet. I feel like he's got another AoE right now. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Well, maybe I should have done it. But, I don't know. I think I was getting a little fatigued being on the ropes anyway. So, good game, whatever your name was. Lordaeron? I think the name was Lordaeron. Pretty good name, too. I am Lordaeron, Lord of Alderaan. Well, here's the next fight. So, we're up against a whole bunch of Qs. I mean, when else do you get the opportunity to put this many Qs in a name? So let's start with Duchess again. So I'll go for UDK. I will go for Rhodos. And I might just go for Pythion again. That's probably the smart play. Really. Because even if he brings tons of revivers and I want to go for, say, Fenax again, he could probably just ban the Duchess and then I have trouble staying alive. So go for Pythion, because that makes us a lot safer. And... You can get off some pretty crazy combos with him. Definitely want to get rid of one of the nukers. I think that's the way to go. So then, maybe I even want the defense. Since this guy's going to be hitting a wall, Ramen 2 can actually shut that down to some extent. It's going to come down to how accurate is that Ramen 2. And even then, I think we're okay. The extra defense, I think, is really going to help. So the shackles come out. Doesn't hit UDK, so he's still going to be interrupting. He does hit very hard, though. Nogdar. So I'm going to put the Veils up now anyway, even though I'd rather it help Sun Wukong. Who knows when that would actually line up. Yeah, I'll just go for the A1. There's that UDK doing work. So let's see. I think I want to start with this one. That definitely slows you right down. She probably wants to revive Arby. Arby does not go for the revive. Did she already use her speed boost? I feel like most players generally try to avoid that second speed boost unless they're really confident they can keep control of the flow of the fight. Yeah, let's go for this now. Good game, Quadra Q. Nogdar really is kind of a monster. Oh, and here he is again. Quadra Q is back for his quality, quantitative, quarreling query. His revenge. Is there a synonym for revenge that starts the Q? Qualm. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a writer. Writers do that. So he's going to start with UDK. Excellent call. He probably still wants to go for his... Actually, I forget who he picked aside from Nogdar. It was Rhonda. So do I want to go for Rhonda? Probably. I'll take my revivers. I feel like with both of them, I do have a lot of safety. I could also try for a bomb team. You know what? I should go ahead and take Sun Wukong regardless. And maybe I'll just take Mithrala? No. No. Ramen 2. He had Ramen 2 last time. We're gonna play mind games with one another. This is the way we're going. Just total mind games. So I want, say, Mithrala, I think. Maybe. Or maybe I want her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this paradigm. I'm gonna take the Rat King. I'm gonna take Mika. I've got Ramen too. So really just a second bomber. I've got everything I want. If I see two cleansers, I'm in a bit of a tight spot, but we could always just ban Mithrala. So let's take the second bomber. I even kind of want to ban her instead. I'm not hugely worried about Mithrala. I think we can take them. So let's take the accuracy, 100%. They're going to get the drop on us because they have RB. Wow, that is an accurate RB. Holy crap. I am quite impressed. So do I want to go for the strike off or do I want to go for this? I don't know. Let's do it. Hmm. I'm still not sure. I feel like, well, we go for the increased accuracy. She can cleanse this stuff off if she wants to. Oh, she's not even going for that. Okay. So let's see. Oh, not accurate enough to get those bombs going. That is unfortunate. Um, hmm. Yeah, and we got stopped by that. That is rough. Can I get the stun? I got the stun. And that UDK. I don't see any bombs on him. I don't think we managed to land any bombs on him. This has really not gone our way. Fine. Congratulations with a Q. Congratulations, Mr. Many Qs. I clearly outsmarted myself that time. So come on, game. Give me my next opponent. Or, give me Quadra Q again. Give me somebody. I know Quadra Q's free. Of course, they probably want to put something in place to make sure we don't just have to play the same person 10 times in a row. Seropegia. So who you gonna open with? Duchess. Cool. I'll open with Sun Wukong and him. Python. So I'll probably go for Ultimate Death Knight and Rhodos if they're still available. They're not still available. They are. Man, man, this is a very rough lineup. Maybe for my final member, I want, say, Goffred, because I think I'm going to have to leave him in, because I really need to get her out, because she can just shut down her moves. She's basically a warlord. Hmm. You could go for RB and just try to go first. Okay. I'm going to go for Goffred. I think he deserves a turn again after all that. And we lose Rhodos. And I think I want the speed. This is going to be rough. And I want to say, but not impossible. But honestly, I don't know. Maybe it is impossible. I guess it's going to come down to the gearing. But when I see somebody's got this many really good meta champions, it's not a great sign for me. Because I'm already using the best of what I've got. So he's going to come in, try to murder somebody. If he knows what's good for him. Huh. For some strange reason. I guess he didn't actually hit hard enough for a knockout. Because normally, you get the block damage, but I guess he actually isn't clearing the health bar. So presumably, that's how hard he could hit Ultimate Death Knight. And I'd say through Stone Skin, but he ignores Stone Skin anyway. So let's get the increased defense up. Maybe that'll help us a little bit. Maybe we can take away some of these buffs. Cool, I even stole a Stone Skin. Let's pick on Duchess. Maybe I can hit her first. Yeah, this Georgid is not hitting as hard as I was expecting it to. I was expecting he'd just completely obliterate my UDK. Maybe I can get up a stun or two or three. Wow. Well, this game's already over, Seropegia. I think. I don't know, maybe he's gonna prove me wrong. At least get block buffs on him. Her. She's a she. I know she's a she. Do I want Goffred back yet? I'll hold off on it. There we go. Good game. Your champions had me really worried. So I'd be curious as to what the stats look like on that Georgid. Because I've definitely been just completely one-shotted by Georgid before, so I'm thinking for my last opponent, it was a gearing issue. I think if you re-gear that Georgid, you got it. I see her, I want UDK. I just about always want Sun Wukong. Could even go for Rhodos first. But I'm not going to. I think I want a second champion who is as good as Sun Wukong. He's just so good at so much. The more I think about him, the more I think, you know what? Maybe Sun Wukong is up in that class of OP champions who maybe needs a nerf. I don't want to admit it. I don't think anybody wants to admit it because everyone has Sun Wukong at the very least. Introducing Sun Wukong to the game was a great equalizer because you have a lot of people who had things like Taras, Marichka, Rotos, Sify. Who else is completely busted? Warlord. Can't stand Warlord. I want a better counter to Warlord. I don't just want a team that kind of like is okay when Warlord's screwing around with them. I want something that just straight up counters them. Use Warlord's stupid move against him. And I know there's Gisli a Soul Guide. She's kind of a counter. A, I don't have her. And B, even if I did, it's just a 50%. All right. I'm going to go for Rotos. And I probably should go for Pythion. So I'm seeing a double revive. Maybe I also want to go for Fenax. I don't like pairing Fenax up against Arix. This is going to be a tough team. It's going to be a super duper tough team. I could go for Helicath. I think that's actually kind of the correct final champion here. Then I could either get rid of Samson or I could get rid of Arix. Could even get rid of one of the revivers. Like I kind of, I don't know. I'll get rid of Arix. I think that's the way to go. So I'm losing Helicath. Okay. So do I want maybe a bit of extra defense? Or do I want the speed? I'm going to go for the defense. So Sify appears to be in a protection set. If I were to guess, probably at least 6 pieces, given the ratio of protected ones. I'm going to open with this one, so I don't... Come to think of it, it probably didn't matter. So we could use some status protection, I think. So that blasted Sify doesn't constantly put everyone to sleep. Samson with his counterattack. I know his passive gives him some high counterattack rate. I can't remember exactly how it works. He's not a champion that I have, but I did open earlier saying Skinwalkers is one of the best, just one of the best factions in the whole game, and really, Samson is part of that. Sun Wukong's part of it. Uko is part of it. Leorius, Ragash, Razelvarg, Samson. Or maybe I can drop her. Excellent. Then maybe I can... Who do I want to attack? I feel like I'm forgetting a really obvious super duper OP Skinwalker as well. And youch, that really hurt. So let's use my revive. Holy crow. Try to get some more healing off. So let's target her again. Didn't quite take her down this time. Alright, let's see how hard this hits. Not nearly hard enough, sadly. Youch. Alright, well let's try to drop her. Maybe we can steal some help from him. Oh, knocking him down's even better. Things are looking up. So, good game, Svarog. Let's get into the next fight. The Rat King. Nishak Verminlord. The Rat King. That's who I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about the Rat King. I mean, I did a video about him for Christmas, which is 2 days ago. So here's Sun Wukong. So let's respond with Duchess, Pythion. So, who are you going to pick? How's this team go together? Speed, of course. So I'm going to go for these two. Maybe my last guy should be Fenax. Definitely Fenax. So I'll go for Fenax. I really don't want Harima here, so let's take her out. Easy ban. And I'm losing Sun Wukong. Not Sun Wukong. Ultimate Death Knight. And I think I could probably manage without him. I don't know. That Sun Wukong could be a real problem. So do I go for the resistance? Is that going to help us that much? Hard to say. I'm going to go for the speed, just so we're not so horribly outsped. Also, my nose is running, so pardon me just a moment. So, did I miss anything? Wow, look how dead my team already is. Okay. Let's take the Do I even want that? So I could just wait. I'll just go for her immediately. So I 100% want my other reviver back. Youch. That sucks. Oh man. I mean, can he survive? He didn't even get to keep his own block debuffs. Youch. I keep picking on her. I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm going down, but it's not gonna be without a fight. I haven't got a lucky counterattack there. That was cool. It's even more health. Boom. Well, there it goes. So good game, Michael Lave. Michaelaev. Oh, that Kymar. All those crazy resets. And of course I have Kymars, so I could, if I... He's kind of a double-edged sword, really. Because you pick him too early, you're asking for your opponent to bring out more to Macabre, which I don't have, so I can't counter with it, but I can be afraid of getting countered by it, so that's fun. So let's go with Sun Wukong. That's one less opponent I have to worry about. Wonderful. Okay. Let's take Duchess. Let's take... Ultimate Death Knight. So I 100% want to ban that Harima, but what other fresh hell have you got for me today, Zontic? Leorius. Kymar. Well, let's bring Rhodos. And I'm not sure. I could go for him. It's been a while since I've brought Emic. I could also bring Mighty Uko. And I do like that. Gives me a second reviver. Gives me some counterplay at stripping. I'll go for Mighty Uko. I still want to ban Harima. Just 100%. Leorius is, and I'm just noticing he's got a 6-star blessing on Leorius. I think that means he ignores like 35% of our health. So that's going to hurt if it hits us, and it will. So let's go for the speed. Now, hopefully the RNG gods will be good to us. So Kymar gets to open. I guess that's not terribly surprising. What do I want to do? I want... You know what? I'm going to try to open with this. Figure if I'm going to lose it to fear anyway, may as well go for the throat. Okay. I can get them back up. I even get a little bit of block damage. I don't want to risk freezing my Rotos with the buffs, so I'm not sure. Here, let's just do an A1 here. So that about wraps it up for my revivers. So let's take out Leo. And I'm going to grab some health if I can. No weak hit. Cool. Maybe I can get lucky with the debuffs here. I can take out Leo again. We could take out him. Oh, weak hit. No! That is not what I wanted. Although, you know what? I can maybe pivot off this. And I get frozen. Anyway, good game, Zontic. That was a close one. That got kind of hairy toward the end there for both of us. I find myself wondering how well is Blizzard going to do as a counter to Torment? Because he looks like he was designed as a counter to Torment. That doesn't always translate to him being a particularly good counter to Torment, but it's there. And I suppose to some extent it also counters the other one, Tatara Rhymehide, who's kind of like a mini Torment. Or maybe just a different flavor of Torment. He really has his own identity too. He's like a support Torment. Hmm. He gave me Pythion, and I probably want a second nuker. So who's the nuker in my dreams here? We could bring him. I think I'm gonna bring Candy. I think he's the guy. And speaking of good Skinwalkers, you've even got Basher. Just a totally excellent epic. He's kind of like a mini warlord, so I kind of want to ban him. But I kind of want to ban the Rotos. I think I'm more afraid of Rotos. He's like the only obvious nuker on the team. And it's good that I banned Rotos, because he had the idea to get rid of UDK. So, maybe I want the speed. Maybe I even want the resist. It's hard to say. I'm going to go for the resist. I have a feeling I might be able to resist using the resist aura. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So decreasing that turn meter. Gonna put out the decreased defense. There it is. Shuts down my cooldown, so much for my idea. Wow, look at those counterattacks. So, yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go straight for Arby. No reviver means there is a time limit on your team. So he metamorphs. That is 0 health. Holy crap. Alright, let's try to take him out if we can. He is making me very nervous. Down you go. So, not a lot left to your team. This is where I'd resign. And I mean, maybe he thinks that Basher could do it. Is there enough damage on your Basher? I don't think there is. It goes for that A1, which net was for Duchess to actually gain health off that. It's a bad sign, dude. You should resign. Or have you gone AFK? You're like, you know what? Screw this guy. I'm gonna deliberately waste his time because I'm mad that my team didn't work. You know how pathetic you look? I think he knows. He knows. Just lapse in judgment. All right, man. You're not going in my hall of shame. You resigned at about the right time. So we got what, 1 or 2 fights left? And all the excitement. I lost track. So we got swings. I'm gonna go for Sun Wukong. Ah, there's Warlord. I was wondering when I was gonna get to see a Warlord. Um, I mean, I'm hoping I can just avoid. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go for these two for now. I don't know. I'm expecting to see multiple champions that I want to ban all of. If I do, maybe I'll just give it to him. But I'm not seeing it. I mean, this is actually still very strong. She gets tons and tons and tons of attacks off too. So we'll grab Rotos. Who else do I want? I really don't want to be dealing with that Warlord. I need another Reviver. I could just go for Arby. I don't know. It's such a tough call. Let's go for Uko. I think that's who I want. Harima? No, Harima. Why did it have to be Harima? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to you. Good game swings. And that's it. So let's take a look at the logs. I thought I had two left. I probably would have stayed in if I'd realized that. So anyway, it's 5-5, which is, it would have been anyway. I could have tried to stay in. I was gonna lose anyway. Um, Leaderboards, how we doing? 18 something? 1881. Nice little palindrome there. Um, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you on the next video. Take care.